There once was a frat boy named Darragh who belonged to something Sigma Alpha. He'll set out one day to Ireland far away, so here's to one last solstice hurrah.
Darragh? I don't know him. No, I was kidding. That's a quote, a classic quote from Mariah Carey. Yeah, so I love him so much about his sense of humor that brings to the rehearsals every time, and I love the temporary time I was a tenor singing together with him. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him so much when he will be back in Ireland.
Darragh is so good-natured, and like, you know, he jokes all the time, but like it's all in jest, obviously. And he's just a genuinely nice person, which is just, you know, he jokes all the time because like he wants to be like, you know, comic relief and engaging, and you know, just being like a really nice person, which is so important. You know, he's such a good soul.
Okay, wow, what to say about Darragh? So many things. Definitely really knows how to be the center of attention, really knows how to get everybody laughing with kind of sort of controversial comments, but it's always a good time and it's always all understood at the end.
He's a goof. He's a big goof sometimes, a lot of the times, but you know, he's lovable deep down in there somewhere.
Hey Darragh, I'm so happy that you got to join our group for the year. You definitely saved our butts in terms of tenors, because we literally would have had 0 at the beginning of the year if you hadn't joined. Yeah, wonderful to meet you and spend time. I really am super grateful for all the work you put into this group and how much you clearly care about doing the best job possible always, and your dedication and sense of humor, it was really, you know, a light to the group. So thanks so much for being here. I wish you all the best.
So I'm talking about Darragh. We always joke that Darragh is the antagonist of Solstice a cappella. And we always joke that we're excited for him to go home to Ireland at the end of the year, but I think, at least I can admit, that if Darragh had decided to stay, I would have been excited. So I think we're just going to miss him. He didn't get to stay in Solstice very long, and, you know, we'll just miss him. He's a fun guy, and yeah, I'll just miss him.
So Darragh is way different from anything that we've had in Solstice before. He's just a new breed of person that comes with a lot of goods and bads. But I'm really happy to have all the good parts, to have his humor. Not everyone gets it, but I do, and I think it's funny. And I'm really glad that we had him for a year. It was too short, but I'm gonna miss him going back to Ireland.
It was such a cool experience to have Darragh, the Irishman, join us this year in Solstice a cappella. I thought he brought a lot to the group, and one thing that I admire about Darragh is that, well, not even admire, I just always look over and he's saying funny things about people. I know, he's always cracking a joke whenever I see him, and I appreciate that. He went like this to me in rehearsal day. It's pretty wild. I hope you enjoyed your experience at McGill University, the greatest university in Canada, and best of luck to you in your Irish endeavors.
Darragh! You know, I'm part Irish, just FYI. I know you hate people say that. You're like one of the few people who actually like makes eye contact with me like while we're performing, which is really nice. I guess because you're like right across from me. Yeah, I am sad that you're only in the group for 1 year. It's like pretty short, but you know, life goes on. I hope you liked my Secret Santa gift. I'm still very proud of that. I put a lot of thought into it because I care a lot. We will miss you.
Darragh
is going to be very dearly missed next year when he returns to his native homeland. I wish him all the best there. I hope he enjoys his time at his actual university as much as he's enjoyed his time at McGill, because I don't think there's anything Darragh loves more than McGill, except for maybe Ireland. But yeah, I just love how much Darragh loves being here, and we like having him because his enthusiasm for Solstice and for McGill and for his frat and Heather's and just skiing. Darragh just loves so many things, and it's a pleasure to observe that love. And I think we've grown really close. close. Sometimes we even sing the same part because we're just like so in sync. So there's that.
Darragh, hello. You've been, quite the presence in the group this semester, and definitely gonna miss that. But I truly hope and wish you well back in Ireland, and hope that everything is going well for you, and we're definitely gonna miss you.
In the end, I think that he has a really great heart, which is great. He actually gave me a hug at the spring performance, which was a joy. I was like, wow, he appreciates me as a human being. What?
So for Darragh, there's a lot of jokes things I could say, but like on a more serious note, I think that he's done a lot of growth this year and has really made himself like a great person to be around, and has done a really great job of adjusting to a completely different culture than he's used to, and God bless his heart. On a lighter note, he's one of my favorite people in the group to pal around with, and it's been really fun being newbies with him. He's literally a walking meme, and I love it.
Darragh, I know it seems like I hate you, but I really don't. And I love how you just go along with the sarcasm and the hatred. But truthfully, your tenor voice is absolutely beautiful, and it's been such a great year getting to know you, and I'm definitely going to miss you a lot next year.
I'm struggling so hard at finding the right things to say, or things to say. Because every time I start to think of a story about Darragh, there's maybe like 30 other ones that pop into my head that I think are funnier, or mean more, or are more important. From just Solstice alone. From rehearsals to gigs to concerts. And Darragh has impacted each and every person in Solstice in very different ways at very different times. Everybody has a different moment with him where they finally got his humor, or became his friend, or realized his commitments to Solstice, to life, to wanting to make it better, everything better, to wanting to have more fun, to wanting to work harder, to have the year be worth it, to have Solstice kick ass. Everyone has a different moment in which they got to know him and realized how much we're gonna miss him. There's no way this doesn't sound cheesy, is it? Bottom line is, we're all gonna miss you. Every person. There will be this weird blaring gap in Solstice when there's quiet moments and we're like, something used to fill these. Whether it was like a joke or a comment or a dance. Everyone will miss you. I'm excited for you to lead exec meetings via Skype, to hear your endless critiques of my positions in Solstice. We will be telling the tale of Darragh the Irishman for a very, very long time. Darragh. It's not going to be the same without you.